What's up, guys? I am here for the Hulu movie that came out a couple of days ago. Not okay, and it is starring name drops right here. Okay, so anyways, we begin with the movie with Dani. Dani is an inspiring writer. She works at like a social media platform like Google, but it's called Depraved, and it just has all the categories going on. So for right now, she is just a photographer. Anything that she tries to put out or suggest to her boss, she pushes, she declines, and everything. So she's very super pretentious. Okay, is that even a double statement? So anyways, she's trying to get along with everybody in the group. She's like an outsider. Everybody's so cool. It seems like she's in love or she really likes this cute guy. And he's real big, got a lot of followers on his platform, all that stuff. So all that being said, she's outcaster. So she ends up running into him outside. One thing I want to say about Dani too, she's so she's not self-aware of the room. She doesn't read it very well. Okay, so anyways, at the beginning we see her how the media is blasting her and everything, and we eventually go into why. Okay, so anyways, back to when she bumps into the guy, right? So she ends up lying, saying she's at a writer's retreat because she has her family thinking like she's definitely a girl boss when she's actually born as F. Okay, so anyways, she gets a great idea to Photoshop everything. Okay, so she says she's in Paris, everything. So anyway, her phone dies out. Beautiful pics, by the way. Okay, I'm just like, I love the imagery of all these movies, of this movie. Everything is so cute, clean, and everything. So anyways, long story short, her phone dies. She wakes up. All the stuff that's been going on in the midst, did I forget to tell y'all that he did, follow her because she done lied to her company that she, out of town and everything, which she wasn't. She was straight up in the city. So anyways, the girl phone died. Wake up. Italy, I say Italy, Paris has been in a really bad, massive bomb attack of all the main sites that she supposedly been to. Okay, so we follow her story there. She's trying to call her mom, everything, and basically, she can't get out the lie. She could have, but she didn't. So she just let them feel because she saw a photographer there because she's so thirsty for attention. Sound familiar? So anyway, she the photo ends up capturing her crying and everything, right? She is really smart. Other things she did, she is such a poser. So anyways, what ended up happening, she returns to work. Okay, she goes to work. The boss is all gun carrying everything. Everybody feels for her, whatever. So she says she's fine, everything. So when she sees that she gets some attention from the boss, that's when she sits in the lie. So once she starts sitting in the lie, everybody starts loving her, everything. She goes to a little support group to get like feelings or what she should portray in her article, but ends up running into a very cool girl that had an incident where it was a shooting in her school. She even lost her sister and everything, and she only was connected to the girl because of her platform. Okay, so with all that being said, she ends up getting to go fly and high into all of the great events, everything. She finally gets to hook up with the guy and sees that he is a big douchebag. Okay, and what ends up happening, she ends up getting more connected to the young lady. So the young lady is very passionate and everything, and she's going through so much trauma. She goes in and out. So that's why she even prepares Dani of all the negative things that would possibly happen to her, but Dani doesn't see that yet until until the truth comes out. So before the truth does come out, we see that one of the cool LGBT career groups leaders that's really good at Depraved, she's looking into her story, everything, unbeknownst to Dani. Okay, so anyways, I forgot to mention that she is part of a group called We Had Enough, and I'm thinking because I'm like halfway into the movie, right? Because she is multiracial, that her voice doesn't speak out more, but or because of the topic, because this topic is so true to what's going on right now. Like, it was a school shooting. People, they talk about it for a week and then they say, oh, kill the guns. They turn it into a political issue instead of what is true. So anyway, she's pushing out that, and of course a lot of people do not like her message because she's this person, but once Dani gets behind it, it blows up because of course the movie is telling us because she is a white woman. So anyways, throughout the movie, we see the steps of her going through her plan and everything. And once she's getting closer to her, Dani realizes that she is a great person, even though she still is full of bullshit. She sees that this girl's progress is not getting the major push that she should be getting. She realizes that getting closer to Rowan, that she ends up seeing the fear of Rowan is going through. First of all, she's been through a freaking school shooting. Okay. Second of all, the hate that she is getting is from her own peers that since she is making this up and everything. That's why she really doesn't talk about her sister, because she wants the point to stay focused on the thing. She is so strong to be a teenager going through all this mess. So in the rally, she also finds out that Lisa, the head group therapist or one conducting the meeting, is her mother and everything. And she goes there, she sees the realization of how much hate she gets, even though it's so much people that want to hashtag I'm not okay, also we're here, we're not going to take this anymore. It's so positive, but you always have the dummies that come do stupid things like this. So because she personally has not been through the trauma, the firecrackers that set the meeting off and also get Roy in a panic attack of what's going, she doesn't realize it, that is so much hurt surrounding her. So of course, guys, y'all know what's about to happen. Everything's about to blow up. So anyways, Rowan's at the hospital. She is getting over her panic attack and everything, and like I told y'all, Dani has realized all the stuff that she's been going through. So anyway, she goes in there, she gives Rowan the best pep talk she could ever have, because of course Rowan is sitting in how she's supposed to be strong for everybody, but she cannot get over that event because she thinks that Dani is so strong, but she doesn't know the truth about Dani. So anyways, okay, let's get into it. Harper comes by the apartment, tells her she knows everything. Okay, she breaks down her story to the T. Okay, and she asks, why are you doing this? She said, because I don't like you. Okay, and you came, and plus people freaking died. People are dying, Kim. So anyways, if you guys don't know the Kardashians, y'all know that meme. So anyways, people died. But one gracious thing that Harper did give her, she gave her a chance, she gave her an opportunity till the weekend is over to tell the story, tell Rowan that you're sorry, or I'm going to publish it and it's going to be great for my career. Okay, period, point blank. So guess what she does, guys? So she ends up doing a piece and puts it online. Everybody is blowing it up. Okay, we get a montage of how she's feeling. She even left out Rowan. Of course, Rowan finds out in a horrible way online instead of her telling her and making her look like a fraud herself. Okay, so all the things been said. I like how this movie, y'all know, if y'all watch my reviews, y'all know how I love when movies sit in their shit and you don't get a redemption arc. Okay, and it even points that out, like how cliche is that? Okay, so we go through the rest of the third act of the guiltiness that's going on in her and everything. Harper reaping in her happiness and of putting her out there. Side note, this shows us how this movie is so true to real life, how all this damage, all this truth that has been going on, even though Dani's a freaking fraud, it's so relatable of how you're not okay and how we just make a hashtag of everything that's going on instead of going in therapy, realize what's going on. But y'all know me. Let's get back to the movie. Even though everybody's ripping her into two, we have to face the fact of part of this, that this pulled away from what was actually happening with the bombings, what actually happened with the school shootings, everything. Dani is addicted. She's getting roasted in media and everything, and she truly deserves it, okay? The movie shows us how many people she have hurt beside herself. Her dad is getting threats. Her mom and people are looking at her like they're into the stuff. She cannot go anywhere safe without people throwing out her address, doxing her, walking up on her in the streets, everything. She eventually has to move and everything. It's really sad how the emotions are so true with what's even going on in YouTube, bro. So last but not least, she decides to go to a freaking seminar or a therapy group for herself, right? So she goes, it's so funny, and she goes and she finds like-minded people, okay, privileged white girl and all that stuff, and it's thrown by her own peers, okay? That's what's so funny. So y'all know this is a dark comedy, so they went there, okay? So anyways, finally one of the girls tells her in the group, did you try to make amends of all that? Finally, realism, okay? This is what people are telling you. We are tired of these fake apologies, okay? They come on the internet. So anyway, the girl, she tells her, and not just this internet bullcrap, like to the person, the people you hurt. So what she decides, she pulls out a full speech and everything. She goes to the event that Roy has been practicing for and everything. We find out when she does go do her thing, she changed up her dance routine and decides to do a spoken word, which is basically an open letter to Dani. She doesn't call out her name, but she breaks down everything that she has done and tells her basically, listen, you took my sister's name in vain, you took my words in vain, and it all got propped up because of the privilege you had. She didn't say white privilege or anything, but we all know what she was saying, okay? And this is not just about white privilege and being woke and all this stuff. It basically is about, you hurt my feelings, you took my words for granted, and you used them and propped them up to prop your social media, okay? Outside of all that political crap, basically the crowd was warm. The group was there to basically get her there to support her and everything, of course. And one thing that Dani does, she listens to the poem, she erases the speech, basically just me saying erase is basically deciding, like, look, let her, don't even take away the moment that she's in, of she got her voice out and everything. You could come back later or whatever, the movie leads that up to interpretation, but basically letting her have her moment, okay? Because sometimes we do those things, okay? So I love how the movie ends. Y'all tell me what y'all thoughts, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.